way. On Monday evening, the GLOBSEC cocktail was held with live music and networking opportunities among guests. Here are the highlights from day 2. We started the day off in the Danube space, hearing from a multitude of expert voices on NATO's presence in the eastern flank and how it's increasing its defense. In parallel, on our Maria Theresia stage, the Georgian Prime Minister described Tbilisi's struggle with Moscow and its continued occupation of its territory, while outlining its merits of joining the EU. Keeping with the theme of EU enlargement, the foreign affairs ministers of Austria, Bosnia-Herzegovina, North Macedonia, as well as the Deputy Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs of Albania, agreed that the EU pathway is the only feasible future option for the continent. An important expert reflection on the lessons learned from the Ukrainian battlefield outlined what NATO and others can learn from Kiev and how to make the necessary policy changes. A similar fight for freedom and democracy was debated, as a range of voices, both from the media and political opposition figures, acknowledged the threat to the international media landscape and its adverse impact on civil society. The 10th edition of the GLOBSEC Young Leaders Forum engaged in a variety of panels and events, debating the most pressing global issues with major speakers. One hot topic that received special attention was a climate security debate hosted by the Slovak Ministry of Defense. GLOBSEC presented 2 critical reports: GLOBSEC Trends, dealing with disinformation across Central and Eastern Europe, as well as the annual See Her report, focusing on policy recommendations for temporary displaced Ukrainian women in Central Europe who fled the country due to war. With great power politics in resurgence, a renowned set of voices from government and the think tank world advocated for why global unity matters and how the situation in Ukraine will determine the potential outcomes in Taiwan. Switching to the Middle East, Israeli Foreign Minister Eli Cohen reiterated his country's support for Ukraine and the ongoing security situation in the region. With a global magnifying glass on Central and Eastern Europe, the foreign affairs ministers of Poland and Slovakia reiterated their respective countries' profound support for Ukraine's cause and its people. The burning issue of a potential regime change in Russia was deconstructed as speakers unanimously agreed that no change was possible until Putin exited. We ended the day with representatives from government and NATO outlining how the alliance has progressed since Russia's invasion of Ukraine and continues to take the necessary steps to defend every inch of territory. There are still more big names and highlights to bring you from Central and Eastern Europe's most important conference. Get active on social media and see you on day 3.